Hey, what is up, mortals? It is Charlie Rowen here, and before we get into today's video, there's something I'd like to say. I'd like to let you all know that we have a merch store. Some of the items in it are only available for a limited amount of time, so if you're interested, go into the description and check it out. Each purchase helps us make more content. Now with that out of the way, let's get into the video. Genos is a mechanical cyborg of normal human stature. His face and ears seem like that of a typical human, made of a fake skin material, and his eyes have black corneas with yellow irises. He has spiky fair hair. His eyebrows are fair, dark-colored in the anime. He additionally has pierced ears. Genos wears ordinary road garments and sleeveless tops and hoodies to permit his arms to change without issue. He has appeared to have various arrangements of arms, with differing capacities and qualities. Striking instances of his different arms are those he utilized in his fighting match against Saitama, also the arms he prepared to battle the meteor. Some of the time, the arm sets he utilizes make a metal surrounding around his face, similar to when using Arms Mode and in his Beast Affiliation Circular Segment update. Genos' entire body has been replaced with combat-ready cybernetics and prostheses, giving him an extreme level of strength and speed, also his advanced sensors and projectile attacks. All of his parts have made Genos too heavy to swim, and he needs special parts in order to try to do so. Despite these modifications, Genos remains capable of eating normal food, as shown when he engages in an eating contest with Saitama. Genos' cyborg parts are powered by an orb in his chest labeled as the Core, presumably designed by Dr. Kuseno. Genos has shown to be able to put his core into the shoulder of his arm, throwing all of his energy into his heat beams. Genos gains not only incredible durability from his armored body, but also benefits from the character of robotic equipment itself. Genos can lose limbs, or have his body torn asunder, only to return in perfect or maybe an improved condition through replacement parts and repairs. The source of the replacement parts is unclear. As a cyborg, Genos doesn't seem to feel pain to an equivalent extent as regular humans, and may keep fighting even when limbs are severed, or he's severely injured. Genos' durability is such, despite taking several powerful blows from Carnage Kabuto, and having one of his own powerful blasts reflected at him, he was still conscious and ready to stand and walk. When Genos was only 15 years old, a crazy cyborg attacked his city and killed everyone in it, including his parents. Incredibly, Genos managed to survive the fatal attack, but would have died had Dr. Kuseno not found him in the aftermath. After taking care of him, Genos started seeing Dr. Kuseno as a father figure, and begged him to turn him into a cyborg so he would be strong enough to take revenge on that cyborg who killed his parents. Dr. Kuseno ended up accepting and turned Genos into a cyborg. Genos would later spend 4 years tracking that cyborg, destroying multiple monsters and evil organizations within the process, but failed to get with the cyborg who killed his parents. Eventually, his path would bring him across Z City, Saitama City, where he would meet the Caped Baldy and ask him to be his disciple in order to become stronger, starting many new adventures. Genos is an incredibly genuine character, once in a while consistently making jokes. He continually endeavors to get more grounded and annoys Saitama to prepare him every now and again. Since turning into Saitama's follower, Genos is respectful and defensive toward his lord, whom to a degree he begrudges, despite the fact that he does communicate inconvenience and mistrust at the unremarkable preparing routine Saitama used to pick up his forces. Genos' palms contain ports that permit him to fire large and powerful blasts of fire or plasma across significant distances. A blast from his palms was powerful enough to obliterate a multi-story building that served as the base of the House of Evolution. Later, while sparring with Saitama, Genos reveals cannons built into his fist and arms, which may produce even stronger blasts. Genos is additionally shown to be ready to reduce the facility of his blast to a warm breeze, which he uses to dry dishes. Despite their disparity in strength, Genos' diligence earns him greater recognition than his mentor. His superior acumen granted him immediate status as an S-class superhero within the Hero Association, compared to Saitama's C-class designation. He also possesses seemingly vast wealth, enough to repair or upgrade his cyborg body, and can pay Saitama's rent on a daily basis. He eventually mellows out, and he recognizes that this is often thanks to Saitama's influence. He eventually respects Saitama, not only for his power, but also for his character. This was shown when Genos remarks on how similar Sweet Mask is to Genos' former self, when Sweet Mask brutally dispatches a gaggle of alien prisoners with no mercy. Genos has slowly subsided seriously and becomes a touch interested in some minor things like the meaning of fun. Genos appears to possess a particular sense of pride in his abilities and himself. This is often seen in his battle against Awakened Cockroach, when he shows slight disappointment in having to use the adhesive, because it would force Genos to accept there have been monsters much faster than him. Nevertheless, his fight with Face Ripper, Awakened Cockroach, and Garo demonstrates that he's not brooding about raw power, and is considering defensive measures. Genos has begun to use tricks to urge the whip hand in fights now, although that's usually seen when he has no other choice. As an S-Class hero, Genos is undoubtedly a strong fighter. For somebody his age, Genos also has significant battle experience, as he claims to have defeated countless evil entities and organizations before meeting Saitama. His youth and impulsiveness still overcome him once in a while, and he remains much weaker than Saitama. Despite his impressive growth, he's still unable to fight off dragon-level threats. However, after his fight with Sonic, Genos has become more hospitable using Virtual Genocide Systems (VGS) simulations show Genos, after his G4 upgrade, with a 70% chance of victory against any disaster-level demon monster. Genos gets a special arm upgrade for his fight with Saitama dubbed the Anti-Saitama Tactical Gear. These are a group of replacements Genos used during the National Superhero Registry arc, when Genos and Saitama sparred within the quarry. These arms are differentiated from his normal arms by being black, having much larger shoulders, forearms, and fists, and generating an orange glow between the plates of metal and having his eyes go white when active. The fists and forearms of those arms hospitable reveal several cannons. The beams generated by the cannons are significantly larger than his normal blasts, and are characterized by smaller individual beams circling the most beam. If he puts both of his fists together, the resulting blast is very large, much larger than that of one arm. Enhanced by his cyborg physiology, Genos possesses incredible physical strength, and is capable of breaking up the ground with a drop kick and punching rapidly with enough force to tear apart a cliff face. He's also able to lift a truck with one hand easily. During his brief fight with the Deep Sea King, he was able to land a full-force punch on the creature that sent it flying through the roof of the security shelter. Virtual Genocide Systems (VGS) simulations show that Genos can easily beat base form Mosquito Girl in one attack, and Hydrated Deep Sea King with 2 attacks after G4 upgrades. Genos is the disciple of Saitama. After seeing a giant mosquito rampaging in Z City, Genos tries to defeat it. When he's unable to defeat it, he's about to use self-destruct and kill himself, when Saitama shows up without clothes, slapping her and ending up killing her. Genos sees his amazing power and asks to be his disciple. He explains his life story, annoying Saitama to the point of accepting to teach him. Thank you all for watching the video to the end. Now there's a few more things that I'd like to go over before the video ends. Firstly, I'd like to remind you all that we have a merch store. Some of the items in it are only available for a limited amount of time, so if you're interested, go into the description and check it out. Each purchase helps us make more content. Secondly, I'd like to thank our $5 plus Patreon supporters for helping to fund these videos. Lastly, on behalf of We the Celestials, I'd like to thank the writer for this video, as well as the editor for this video. Their details will be in the description. If you're a voice actor, editor, or writer, or you're interested in becoming one of those, go to the Discord that is in the description of this video and hit up the head of one of those areas. We're always looking for members to join us. That's it from us for today's video. So, thank you all for watching, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you're interested, and hit that like button if you like the video. Until next time, peace out mortals, have an amazing day.
Eyes in the sky, gazing far into the night. I raise my hand to the fire, but it's no use, 'cause you can't stop it from shining through. It's true, baby, let the light shine through. If you believe it's true, baby, won't you let the light